Hey guys, Liam here, owner of Prime Lead Group, and I'm a local marketing agency based out of Australia. Now, one thing that I have been asked before is why I offer free leads at the start of my sales cycle. Now, if you've been in business, you know that there is always a way that customers come through from where they don't know who you are to when they actually buy from you. And that in between is what's called the sales cycle. Now, with the industry that I'm in, digital marketing, I found out really quickly that we are very distrusted in the business space. And the reason for that is because there are so many bad digital marketing agencies out there. There's bad SEO people, there's bad Google Ads people, and 9 times out of 10 when I speak to people, they have actually tried something else in the past. They've had a really expensive SEO agency, or they spent too much on a website that didn't hit the mark, or there's been all these different reasons where they've got a bad taste in their mouth, and then they just tar all of us with the same brush. So rather than calling up and saying, hey, Liam from Prime Lead Group, I want to sell you on 15 leads a month, I know it can make you 5 times whatever you pay me, I actually come in through the side door and say, hey, you guys looking for, or do you guys do this and this, which is the services that I'm getting leads for? And 9 times out of 10 they'll say, yeah, we do that, because obviously I build my list designed to target the right people. And then I'm like, oh yeah, how booked out are you guys? And if they say 2 or 3 weeks and they're looking to take on more work, then I just straight up say, hey, I've got a job here with a lead that I have already generated off my own back, use my own money, my own ads, my own website, everything. And I offer that to them and say, hey, I've got this customer over here, they're looking to get this done. Is that the sort of work you guys do? They'll say, yep. Or no, thank you. And at that point, I'll just call their competitor. But pretty much, 9 times out of 10 they will say yes if they're not too busy and they are looking for it. And the reason I do this is because it provides value up front, and I feel like that's a really important aspect in what I do, is because it's creating a relationship already where I'm not asking them for anything other than to just answer my call and enjoy this free lead. Now what that does is a few things. One, it separates me from the rest of the people that are calling up trying to sell them on something or get into their Google Ads account, because at the end of the day, like, these business owners are quite busy, and if you've been in the trade business, you know how busy it can get. So if they're having to then take time out of their day to then go into something that they don't really care about, that they've tried before with a different company, and it's just a big ask where they don't know me from a bar of soap. So if I can provide enough value up front, say, hey, I'll give you this lead and maybe a couple more. Normally I go for 3 to 5. And then let's jump on a call, because after that point, one, I've had a chance to talk to them maybe 3 or 4 times, get some of their numbers and sort of get a feel for them. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not looking for a one night stand with these business owners. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. And when I have those little soft touches of starting to build rapport, and then when I actually get on the call, it's a lot more relaxed and comfortable. Like, obviously there's still a bit of tension because we're just a sleazy salesperson and all of that, but if I've provided value up front and they've actually made money from the jobs that I've sent straight away, it, one, proves that I'm not just full of shit, because I've actually put my money where my mouth is and said, hey, I can get you these leads, and I've sent a couple over. 2, I managed to get a bit of a feel for them before that call. So, ask them about, do they have a team that they have, or do they have a sizable team that can actually take on more work? Do they have an office lady? Are they a solo operator? And these are all things that I'm looking for as well, because just as they're feeling me out, I'm also feeling them out. And when I do all that, then it's just a lot more smooth when we actually do get to that sales call, because they know what I'm already doing. They've tried the product, they've seen it, they've felt it, they've tasted it, so they already know that it's going to work. And I've just sort of removed a lot of the doubts, and at that point they trust me a lot more, because I've actually given them leads. I'm not just saying that I'm going to do it, I actually have proved that. So it gives me a lot more authority when I actually do get on that call. So that's why I give free leads at the start. And I think by doing that, a lot of people can't knock that, because at the end of the day, like, I'm coming to you with a bag of money, and if you can't see the value in that, normally you're just politely going to tell me to go away. But if you do have to scream and shout, which doesn't happen often, but it does happen sometimes, at least I can go away knowing that I didn't pester them with some crappy offer where it was only what's in it for me, and painting the picture that hey, I'm here to work with you guys. I'm happy to give you guys some upfront before I take up any of your time. My only ask is I want to have a conversation later on down the track once I've already given you these free leads. And if we can work out a deal, awesome. But that's pretty much why I do it. And that's the process. Awesome. Thanks, guys.